Over 11 million Banyarwanda under the Banyarwanda community born in Uganda are likely to become stateless for lack of law that protects them as citizens of Uganda. This comes as government is in the process of renewing the national identity cards, which is not a privilege given to non-citizens of Uganda, as stated in the 1995 Constitution of Uganda. According to 1995 Constitution of Uganda, Chapter 3, Articles 10, persons shall be citizens of Uganda by birth. Every person born in Uganda, one of whose parents or grandparents is or was a member of any of the indigenous communities existing and residing within the borders of Uganda at the first day of February 1926.
Look at the Constitution of 1995. They talk about Banyarwanda of indigenous community of 1926, of which that community of 1926 it's not known. It's nowhere.
So you cannot determine citizenship basing on something that is extraterritorial, but you base citizenship on the law of the land that makes and establishes the faucet origo. The origin of citizenship in Uganda is the Independence Act, the Independence Constitution of 1962. It provides that whoever was a citizen during that time must continue to be one. Now, 1926, citizenship, nationality has nothing to do with the independent states.
Based on the above, several Banyarwanda born in Uganda continue to face denial in getting national identification cards and passports, as they explain.
Sigana nakuwa passport goli Banyarwanda from office yangu Uganda. And I tried pleading. But you know why I'm pleading? Because I'm in Rwanda.
I was trying to go for my country. They are busy confiscating my passports. Now, maybe some of you have had more painful experiences.
This has prompted the Banyarwanda community born in Uganda to propose a law in which they demand the government to come up with an option that will recognize them as citizens of Uganda entitled to get services and benefits as Ugandans. They say that proposed Banyarwanda and other roving community management protection bill 2024 will ensure identification of Banyarwanda, their certification and management, and will entitle them with rights as citizens of Uganda.
I don't know that community called Bavandimu. We have a community which is listed in the Constitution of Uganda in I think it is number 26, which is Banyarwanda. And this Banyarwanda community is what we want to be identified, certified, managed, and even given its what? Its dignity.
We need a law that will make sure there is identification of Banyarwanda, their certification, their management, and accordingly they will now be given the rights available to them, to the extent that a criminal that chooses to be, and the culpability is individual.
Legal officer of Banyarwanda Community born in Uganda, Honorable Mukasambide, says that they want to ensure that illegal anomalies that were established in the Constitutional Assembly are corrected because of the negative implications that they are likely to cause. He revealed that Banyarwanda people born in Uganda, once not given attention, may result into a serious problem where over 11 million people may end up being stateless.
The resultant effect is prognostic, and we can have untold chaos. Today, the independent cases of Banyarwanda delivering their national IDs to any government institution, particularly NIRA and Immigration Department, they are, once of course the national IDs read Banyarwanda, they are either confiscated or even destroyed in their face. Now that means a process that requires all of them to tender and surrender their national IDs for renewal the result will be that all of them will have no IDs at the time. They will all be confiscated and no renewals shall be given in the circumstances. Clearly that means over 11 million people are going to be non-Ugandan.
Ochitibwa Simon Kaitana, representative of Banyarwanda Community in Mengo government and the chairman of Banyarwanda Task Force, says that leaving Banyarwanda community stateless is unfair for the community and insecurity to the government.
Our community is a roving community that has special factors which must be considered before even when someone is applying for national ID and put into consideration. This law or this bill is not specifically for Banyarwanda. it is for all those communities which do not have permanent geographical locations. And these communities have been facing persecutions and even marginalization by immigration.
Donat Kananura, chairman of Banyarwanda in Uganda, and Frank Serubiri, national coordinator in NRM pressure groups and a Banyarwanda born in Uganda, showed their dissatisfaction over the continuous challenges Banyarwanda continue to face.
Abomu in immigration, bale mwe kuvura Banyarwanda basigala mu Uganda, bali mu Uganda, baberenga babo indanga muntu. President akiwulire abagambe abakyuseemo.
Obuvunanyizibwa bwange ng'omwagazi wa Museveni ate nga mukuutira n'akadingidi 2026 kwe kulabika nti ekiteeko okukolebwa kyokka kukola ku bizibu ebiruma abantu. Ekimu ku byo z'ensonga zino ze tulikiriza Abanyarwanda.
Julius Momuza, Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.